Hey guys, it's me Kevin. Welcome back to another episode or another reaction to Apple of the Dead, episode 2. There's no in- interactive. Do you want me? No, I'm not just gonna say that. Oh crap! I forgot to say. Let's just jump into it. Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome back to Apple of the Dead.
Nice
In
to
the
be back.
last episode, we joined some familiar characters in
Yep.
a special survivor encampment
Not very
called the
familiar, but
Compound,
I
and
watched a
learned that
little.
the state of Equestria was far worse than we remembered. Overrun by the infected, Twilight and the remaining survivors must navigate this new and dangerous world. By the end, Twilight was presented with two options to move the story forward. And you, the viewers and voters, chose volunteer for a mission to Ponyville with Trixie. Did you choose wisely?
I didn't pick because I didn't have time.
Let's find out.
I didn't come here in time.
Those damn sirens again. They keep going off from time to time, and each time they just seem to get louder and louder. There's no use in trying to cover my ears anymore. Does nothing. Though, the last time I tried, a bit of skin peeled off. I'm not sure what that means. The black dead things come out each time those sirens go off, and always run off when it's quiet again. But this time, it was different. One after another, they started popping up until a group of about 10 started wailing on the wagon across the way. I could hear screams coming from inside it.
Oh crap.
It didn't take them that long to... Well, those ponies didn't stand a chance. They pulled out of living, breathing.
Well, okay.
I volunteer! The courtyard, once silent, erupts into a symphony of whispers as I walk towards Commander Luna and the other volunteers. There is visible shock on all three volunteers' faces, but Luna remains stoic. Her indifference causes a lump to form in my throat.
What are you doing? You can't make it out there. Unvolunteer. Right now.
Thank you, cadets.
How do you
This mission will
unvolunteer?
proceed as planned.
You can't
May
just
all return to your
unvolunteer.
training. You four, follow me for further debriefing and mission preparation.
Sorry, my mouse is on my bed, meaning that I move slightly.
Rainbow Dash flies over the group of dispersing ponies to confront Commander Luna. I cannot even bear to look at her from the shame of my own decision.
Twilight's not ready. She hasn't even completed level 1 training. You cannot let her out there. We can do the mission without her. 3 ponies is enough. I'll go in her place.
Although I know Trixie and Rainbow are looking out for my best interests, there's a hint of bitterness in my expression. While I am untrained for combat,
Twilight.
I know I can rely on my magic to aid in any situation that may befall us.
Not if you choke!
Cadets Dash and Lulamoon. Cadet Sparkle can make her own decisions, and the mission is full.
But she's one of the last Elements of Harmony bearers. We can't lose all of them.
Luna's glare turns icy, and it sends a shiver up my spine. Perhaps at one point, Rainbow and I would have been held to a higher standard because of our status with the Elements of Harmony. But with 4 of the bears missing and presumed dead, there is little chance we could wield them again.
Yeah.
We can't afford to lose any pony. You've all risked your lives for the survivors. It's only fair I take my turn.
But not now. If you want to train with me, then let's train. Back out, Twilight.
Could you give us just a moment, Commander? Luna nods once, and I pull Rainbow aside out of earshot. Trixie tries to join us, but I hold up a hoof to stop her. I give her a firm glance, then turn my attention to Dash. Listen, I know you're just trying to look out for me, but you and Trixie both seem to forget that I'm the most powerfully prolific magic wielder in the compound, aside from the princess herself.
Here's the thing. I feel the instinct you're going to choke. I don't know if I said this before, but I have a feeling you are going to choke.
I have to try. I have to see it for myself. I could read 1,000 journals and still be no closer to the truth. I'd still be told I'm wrong, and that the infected are all lost causes. I'd still be wandering these ruins hopeless and helpless to the decay of our world. I'm going for Applejack, not to be a hero. If I find her and she's beyond saving, I'll run back here and never bring it up again.
I can't lose you too, Twilight. I refuse.
You have to trust me, just like you did when Neighbor Moon came back, or Discord tried to reign with Chaos, or Crane Chrysalis took Cadence's place and fooled the rest of you, or the Crystal Empire returned with King Sombra. I'm not a filly, Rainbow. Besides, Trixie, Thunderlane, and Pony Joe will be there to help me. Please, stop making a scene and let me do this.
You can't just let them carry you. You're gonna handicap them.
Go.
You ponies have 4 legs, and it's hard to walk with one broken, right? Or hell, one limp. It's gonna be difficult. You mother...
Applejack is more important
Ow.
than your own life, then just go. But if things go wrong and you become one of them, then I promise you I will put you out of your misery myself.
Rainbow zooms away before I can respond. Her words echo in my head and sting my heart like 1,000 wasps. I know she reacted
I mean,
out
that's
of
what I
fear
would want.
and said things she would
If
later
I-
regret. But the most prominent takeaway from
If I was
my
a
talk
zombie, I'd want
was
you
her
to blow my
complete
fucking
and
brain
utter
out.
lack of faith in me. That's what
Honestly,
hurt
I'm probably
the most.
more likely to become a zombie. I'm fat
browbeaten
and
dejected
and
when I rejoined the
athletic.
other
I'm going to
volunteers.
die in the
I
first
half expect
like,
Trixie
couple
to throw another
days.
fit and
Unless
berate
I'm
me in a
hitting the
similar
fucking
manner.
bunker or something,
But she
I'm gonna die.
remains silent. She won't even look in my direction. Similarly, Commander Luna doesn't remark on the upheaval I've caused either. Instead, she proceeds to stoically define our mission in detail. I try to pay attention, but Trixie's avoidance of me makes me far more uncomfortable than I would have anticipated. My mind loops on all the possibilities she could be thinking right now, and the action she might take because of it. If she's too distracted, she might not be able to defend herself out there. I could be the cause of her demise.
Daylight is waning, so you must leave immediately. Gather a weapon of your choice and your saddlebags. Take only what is necessary to leave room for the supplies. Good luck, cadets.
Commander Luna makes a hasty exit without once meeting my gaze. I don't know what she's thinking about my decision, but it's apparently satisfactory enough not to dissuade me. Trixie, myself, and the other volunteers do as we are instructed and gear up. When it's time for each of us to pick a weapon, Thunderlane chooses a crossbow, Pony Joe magics a spear to his side, Trixie takes a dagger, and I pack a thick and lengthy rope. Though it's not a traditional weapon, I know I have no intention of slaughtering any of the infected. My strategy will be to dodge and run rather than engage. I just hope a rope is sufficient enough to hold one, a specific one. The
Damn.
start of our journey is quiet, almost too quiet. I'm the last pony in the line with Trixie directly ahead of me. Once the compound is out of our sights, I strike up a conversation with Trixie. If I don't do it now, it'll be too late. The safety of the Everfree won't last forever. Trixie?
Stop. Just stop. I don't want to hear it.
I know you're upset, but I promise I'm not going to do anything reckless. I'll stay by your side and do what you say until...
Until what, Twilight? Until you find the infected you've been obsessed with for weeks?
Yes.
Until she rips out your throat and devours your brain before you can even get it through your thick head that she's not in there anymore? I have been nothing but supportive of your stupid journal theories, but you couldn't even give me this one mission to do what I need to do.
Getting medical supplies is important. I understand that. I just think maybe
Really?
on the way back, if things haven't been too rough, I can keep my eyes open but stay close.
I don't give a fuck about medical supplies. That's not why I volunteered.
What? What? Okay. Well, I think you should care a little about the medical supplies, considering they would save thousands, probably not thousands, probably hundreds of ponies' lives.
What do you mean? That's the mission.
I have my own agenda. And that agenda isn't supposed to include watching over my Nair friend to make sure she doesn't get herself killed.
Before I can even process the term Nair friend and wonder how we came to be labeled that way in Trixie's mind, the other volunteers finally interject themselves into the conversation.
What are you talking about? What agenda?
Oh, of course. Fucking course the great and egocentric Trixie is trying to sabotage us already.
Oh, but you just shut up, you dim-witted, pompous asswipe. You only volunteered for this
Hey,
mission.
Carson!
Shut
This is,
up.
hey,
Believe it or not, there
no,
are
no,
some
no,
things
no,
in Ponyville
no,
with more
Pony,
than a few
no.
bandages and antiseptic. While Luna and the rest of you placate the survivors and just hope the situation gets better, I'm actually trying to save the whole damn world, okay? So shove your opinion where the sun don't shine.
What's in Ponyville?
Wait, how did you know Luna would be sending cadets to Ponyville? Last night you said no pony could be sure.
I lied, okay? I lied. I keep my eyes and ears open around the compound, and it's practically impossible to keep.
No. You're. Like I said. Actually, wait, I never said this on camera. You're a tricky bitch, Trixie. Jesus Christ.
Airtight security and crumbling ruins anyway. A lockpick and some luck, and you can pretty much go anywhere and get whatever information you need.
Oh, well, that's just great. I have to go into one of the most infested and infected areas of Ponyville with 2 completely mental mares. Joe and I are better off without either of you tempting fate and getting us all killed.
All right, that's enough, all of you. We have been sent on this mission by the princess to help other survivors, and that is it. No secret agendas, no looking for specific infected, and no more arguing. I intend for all of us to survive and be successful in our task. We have to keep moving, and quietly. The cover of the forest is going to thin out soon, and we will need to remain hidden. Is that understood?
Pony Joe's authoritative speech immediately silenced the rest of us. Tempers were running hot, and that was dangerous outside the compound. I don't know if Trixie still intends to deviate from the mission for this mysterious agenda, but I would bet on it. Finding Applejack suddenly seems far more foolish than it did when I first volunteered. Without their assistance, I'd stand no chance, even if I did find her. My chest tightens as the reality sinks in. I think I made the wrong choice. Hushed and berated, Thunderlane, Trixie, and
Hello? Sorry about that. My computer is broken. Let's just continue with the video.
Hushed and berated, Thunderlane, Trixie, and I followed Pony Joe through the thicket of the Everfree. We reached the edge of Ponyville, and I behold for the first time the state of its decay. I see crumbled buildings, overgrown paths, overturned wagons, a lack of any sort of wildlife, and scrap metal cages. I remember when these cages once held the first dozen or so infected ponies that the then survivors still clung to with hope. They still believed, as did I, that their ailing loved ones could be cured. Now these cages lie in ruin, their bars and doors pried open from within. I hadn't considered the possibility that the infected could possess more strength than a survivor, and I start to fill with dread. My thoughts are immediately interrupted when an ear-piercing magical siren resounds around us.
The ends!
Hide, quickly.
The 4 of us spring into action, scanning our surroundings for adequate places to
By the way,
hide.
I'm going to be doing
I
something
find
else. It's
refuge
a
between the
PowerPoint
building's foundation and its fallen wall.
animation for
Trixie
my
joins me soon
computer
after,
class.
putting herself between
Don't
me
ask
and the
questions.
only narrow opening, as if to protect me. We watch in horrified silence as the ends swarm the area. Their blackened, taut skin and sunken, empty eye sockets could strike fear to any pony's heart. The stench of their decay was overwhelming and makes me want to hold my breath. Though their ears were mostly disintegrated into the blackness of their skin, we learned in the compound that these versions of the infected reacted to sound and smell. If we stayed perfectly still, we could potentially pass. Thunderlane! They found him! Trixie and I could see 3 of the ends from our hiding place. They dragged him out in the open from beneath the wagon where he had been hiding.
Thunderlane!
One of them
R.I.P.
shot with his
Thunderlane, bro.
crossbow, and the arrow pierces the closest end to no effect.
Fuck!
I instinctively move forward as if to help, but Trixie stops me and puts a hook to my horn before the sound of magic could alert the ends to our hiding spot.
Really? You want to glitch now?
Past, some hitting their intended targets,
Whatever.
and some missing entirely. I cower, helpless to the cacophony of Thunderlane's cries of agony as the ends tear at his flesh. A rogue bolt then implanted itself into Pony Joe, who had been sneaking up behind
God
the ends to
damn
come
it.
to Thunderlane's aid. He drops his spear from the shock and pain as one of the ends turns its attention to him. Pony Joe reacts on instinct and unintentionally bucks them with his hind legs in our direction.
Ah! They found us!
Trixie pulls me from our hiding place and ignites her horn, blasting the end closest to us with her magic. I immediately join her efforts and try to help Thunderlane and Joe while Trixie keeps the two of us safe.
Okay.
I can see Thunderlane on the ground.
Oh! Rip!
Clearly deceased.
Oh!
Joe joins our magical assault.
R.I.P. Thunderland. I'm sorry, you did not deserve that, my boy.
Get out of here. Go!
Trixie ignites her horn again, clearing our immediate radius of enemies long enough for me to teleport us away. My magic is strained from the stress, so I am only able to get us to town square. We can still hear the onslaught, but are sufficiently distanced from the ends. Once again, we take cover, this time behind an overturned wagon, its crate of food supplies still scattered across the cobblestone, rotting on the street.
Look over there. It's my wagon. Can you teleport us? I don't know.
It's pretty far, and the ends came from that direction.
Twilight, we have to get to my wagon. I'd teleport us myself, but I'm magically spent from the attack. Please.
Look! It's Golden Oak's library. It's still intact. It's closer. I can get us inside. It's got to be safer.
You don't know that. The infected could be anywhere. Please, you have to trust me.
I ignite my horn, fully intending to do as Trixie asked, despite my reservation. However, the magic stalls when I see more infected making their way towards the commotion we caused. If I try to teleport us, but fall short, we will appear right in the midst of danger, magically exhausted and woefully unprepared.
Well,
I know that look
don't.
on Trixie's face. Maybe the thing she's looking for is worth the risk. She said she wanted to cure Equestria somehow. Besides, she is right. I have no knowledge that Golden Oaks is safer, but I can't fight the feeling that's where we should go. I don't know what to choose.
Oh, wow.
Again, we have come to another crossroads. This one is far more dangerous than the last.
I want to keep my characters alive. That's all I care about. Regenerating Equestria, don't care about that. So I'm going to have to go with Oakwood. I don't fucking know what the hell she said. Wasn't paying much attention. Again, I'm working on something else. That's just bad. I'm sorry.
Last, though. Does Twilight trust her instincts and hide in Golden Oak's library? Or does she trust Trixie and attempt
Golden
to magic
Oak's
them both
library.
to Trixie's wagon? It also seems...
Isn't that just Ponyville? Isn't that just her library? Isn't that her library? Aren't there no other libraries in fucking Ponyville? Do we ever see another library in Ponyville? Like...
Seems the last time we were here that some of you were confused about the voting process. That's all right. Technology can be quite cumbersome at times. In the last 20 seconds of this video, there will be two options that you can click. You must click that selected video to cast your vote. And for those of us who find that a little too bothersome still, there will be a community post that you can vote on as well. But remember, you only have 72 hours from the time this video is posted to cast your vote. So, don't waste this opportunity to help weave this tale with me.
Well, I don't see any options. Do I have, like... No, I'm just confused, but I don't care. Well... Bruh. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Well, hey guys. Not hey guys. Guys, it was me, Kevin. Wait, I should probably say my prediction. They're most likely going to head for. I need to think. What. Personally, keeping them alive is my priority, so I'm hoping they're going to go for the library. Again, I'm pretty sure that's Twilight's house, right? Again, I didn't watch My Little Pony that much. Because I'm pretty sure the only library in Ponyville is her house. I didn't. But whatever. Hopefully they head for the library. I think people are going to be stupid and head for Trixie's whatever. And plus, they're not going to kill off the characters this early. So either one we pick, they're probably not going to die. A character might die, like Trixie might die. Because, they don't want to end the series too soon. But yeah, it was me, Kevin. See you guys later. Bye, bye, bye. I forgot to record fucking.